In this week's lesson, you are going to learn 5 new terms about travel tips. You probably enjoy traveling or you're looking forward to traveling in the future. So you need to understand these 5 terms and start using them today. Are you ready? Well then, let's jump right in. All right, our first term is accommodation. Good. Again, after me. Accommodation. Excellent. Now, this term accommodation just refers to a place where travelers can stay, such as a hotel, hostel, or rental. So that location where you stay for a certain period of time, it's referred to as your accommodations. Make sense? Excellent. All right. Now let's check out these example sentences using this term. The first example sentence is, finding affordable accommodation is key to sticking to your travel budget. Next, the travel agent recommended various accommodations based on my preferences. And finally, make sure to book your accommodation in advance during peak tourist season. So, once again, our first term is accommodation. Excellent. All right, now we're going to move to our second term. Our second term is passport. Good. Again, passport. Excellent. Now, I'm sure you've either seen a passport or you have your own passport. But what's the exact definition of this term? So, a passport is an official document issued by a government certifying the holder's identity and citizenship, allowing them to travel internationally. In English, we call this a passport. Now, check out these example sentences using this term. The very first one is, don't forget to check the expiration date on your passport before traveling abroad. Next, he always keeps a digital copy of his passport in case it gets lost. And finally, you'll need a valid passport to enter most foreign countries. So once again, our second term is passport. You got it? Excellent. All right. Our first term, accommodation. Second term, passport. And now our third term is packing. Good. Again, after me, packing. Something on my teeth. Excellent. Very good. All right. If you're listening to this, you didn't see it, but I had to wipe something off my teeth. So the third term is packing. Here's the definition of this term. The act of putting items into a suitcase or bag for travel, or to fill a suitcase with belongings. Again, when you are about to go on a trip, you have to pack your clothes. You have to put your important items into your bag or into your luggage. In English, we say packing. So let's check out these 3 example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. Packing efficiently can save you time and space in your luggage. Next, she started packing her bags a week in advance to avoid last-minute stress. And finally, always check the weather before packing to ensure you have the right clothes. So again, this term, the third term, is packing. Good. Once again, our first term, accommodation. Our second term, passport. And our third term, packing. Now, our fourth term related to travel tips is transit. Good. Again, transit. Excellent. Now, this term transit just refers to the act of passing through or across a place, often referring to the transportation of travelers or goods. In English, we say transit. passing through a place, often referring to the transportation of travelers or goods. So you're riding a bus or you're taking a plane. Transit. Now let's check out these example sentences. But before we get to the example sentences, I want to remind you everything that I'm teaching you in this lesson is actually found in the Daily English Vocabulary newsletter, a free email newsletter that I send out from Sunday to Friday every day. That's right. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every morning I send an email out and it includes 1 new topic and 5 new terms. The terms for today are in this lesson. So if you want to get your email for free each and every day from Sunday to Friday, go to www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. Again, www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. Now let's check out these example sentences for the word transit. Here's the first sentence. The city has an excellent transit system that makes getting around easy. Next, ensure you account for transit time between your arrival and departure locations. And finally, public transit is a budget-friendly option for exploring urban areas. So, once again, our fourth term is transit. Excellent. All right, the first term again, accommodation. Our second term, passport. Third term, packing. And the fourth term is transit. All right, our fifth term, again, speaking about travel tips, is budget. Excellent. Last time after me, budget. Great job. Now, what is a budget? So, a budget is simply a plan for managing finances, or it means to allocate resources or funds for specific purposes. In English, we call this a budget. I want to have a certain plan for the amount of money I'm going to spend on certain things, or the verb form is I'm allocating certain resources. All right? So let's check out these example sentences using this term. Here's the first example sentence. Sticking to a travel budget can help you avoid overspending during your trip. Next, she budgeted for meals, activities, and souvenirs before her vacation. And finally, creating a detailed budget will give you a clear picture of your travel expenses. So again, our fifth term is budget. Excellent. All right. Number 1 again is accommodation. Number 2, passport. Number 3, packing. Number 4, transit. And number 5, budget. Now it's time for us to look at a paragraph that includes each of these 5 terms related to travel tips. As I read it for you, I want you to listen closely to when I use the terms that you learned today. All right? Here we go. Traveling can be an exciting and enriching experience, but it's important to be prepared. One of the first things to consider is your budget, which will determine your transportation options, accommodation, and activities. When planning your trip, research public transit systems and consider using them to save money and experience local culture. Packing efficiently is key to comfortable travel, so make a list of essentials and pack light. Don't forget to check your passport expiration date and obtain any necessary visas well in advance of your trip. With a little planning and preparation, you can have a memorable and stress-free adventure. So in this one paragraph, you heard each of the 5 terms: budget, accommodation, transit, packing, and passport. Now I want you to try to use each of these words at least one time over the next 7 days. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll talk to you in the next one.